It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Thank you so much for welcoming us into your home or your office this morning, especially during these very remarkable times that we live in. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you. And every morning, we like to start off with our philosophy. And one of our sales philosophies for the sales department is success leaves clues. So every morning, what that means is if someone else has done it, so can we. Now, it's not a Shea Brown original, but boy, what a philosophy for the sales department. So every morning, we're going to look at a case study. And we do a business case study of another CEO, and we look at the challenge they went through, we look at their successes, and then we look at the best practices that we can apply as CEOs for our sales department. And that's a good use of your time. And this CEO Sales Huddle, my promise to you is that you'll improve your sales department, you'll improve your sales messaging, your sales strategy, and at the end of the day, you have a sales system that allows you to build the business, be profitable, and serve more folks. And I'm super excited you're here. Let's get started with the business case study, by the way, because Michelle Wahler, that's what we'll be talking about this morning, co-founder of Beyond Yoga faced a common problem that many CEOs have, and that is how to grow the business to a point where the business is in a position that if someone wanted to purchase it, you could pass that business on to someone else or another entity, but your core values, your core principles will still go with it. Beyond Yoga was founded just in 2005 with a vision, and the vision was producing size-inclusive activewear, a market need that was both a niche and it was essential. However, selling it and having a company that you love, well, it can present a problem, right? Because what's going to be the identity of the company? What's the direction it's going to go in once you're no longer doing it? For both the founder and, of course, the person that buys the company. Now, Michelle, here's the cool part. She was never planning on selling Beyond Yoga, but she received an unexpected LinkedIn message. Hear me. Someone sent a message on LinkedIn from the executive of Levi Strauss, and they were interested in acquiring Beyond Yogurt. What? Now, initially seeing in her mind, she was like, well, this could be a great collaboration, right? But the contact turned into a $400 million acquisition, introducing Beyond Yogurt to a whole new chapter. Now, this crossword represents a common business struggle. The decision to be able to have a sales department that allows you to generate the revenue so that you can scale the business to a point where others recognize not only the business, but the impact that you're having on the world. Isn't that kind of cool, by the way? And you say, well, how can I sell this business and still make it what it is today? So for Beyond Yogurt, the journey started with one area: success in sales, because they had a sales leadership that had a sales strategy that put together the sales message, that had a sales system that was a process in place that could be purchased. Michelle has one suggestion to entrepreneurs. To entrepreneurs and also to CEOs. And her one idea, if you got a chance to talk to Michelle, is this: have a sales system in place with the sales strategy. Now, this highlights the experience, not only having a larger vision, not only being able to leverage what you do really well, but able to have the revenue and the impact at the same time, which is why Levi's wanted to acquire it. And they wanted to make sure that it continued in that same trend. Although, it helped Levi because, it was a new area to the market. But at the end of the day, Beyond Yoga is doing what it's doing today. So what's my big takeaway from Beyond Yoga, from Michelle Wahler, that you can have? The importance of having a strong sales strategy. But as the CEO, you've got to have the sales leadership for the sales department, because it's not just about having a good product. It's about having a sales position, a sales message that allows you to scale the business, have impact, be profitable, but at the end of the day, change lives. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name once again is Shea Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. What an honor and a privilege it is. Thanks so much for inviting us onto your iPad right now and onto your smart device, or maybe right now you're watching us on your computer, or maybe even if you download the podcast and you listen to the podcast every day and we're in your ears right now. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're going to get started with our philosophy for the sales department. And the philosophy for the sales department is 3 words. Go ahead and write these 3 words down if you're taking notes. It is focus on sales. Focus on sales. Focus on sales. Let me say that again. And as a CEO right now, go ahead and say those words loud and clear. Focus on sales. There's a reason why. Because if you can't focus on sales, you really can't be in business. Why, you might ask, and why? Well, at the end of the day, sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And so you think about it, without sales in your business, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point we want to make every single morning when we get started as the CEO, you in charge of your sales department, we're having a sales department conversation this morning, is selling is serious business. Put that down in your notes. Selling is serious business. Selling is what? Selling is serious business. Now, we also have a pledge that we do every single morning for the sales department. And our pledge is learn, earn, and return. Now, I want you to repeat those words after me. As a CEO, there's something that we're going to do. We're going to be accountable. We're going to be responsible. And that is 3 things. Go ahead and repeat these words after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from current clients in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. But that leads us directly into our 3 objectives that we have. And for your sales department, if you're meeting with your sales department, and maybe this is your sales department meeting, like right now, this conversation is your sales department conversation. We know you have 3 objectives. 3 objectives, right? Number 1, you're going to assess the sales progress for the sales department. I mean, that's why you meet with the sales department every single day. Okay, we got to make a little bit of progress, a little bit of progress, a little bit of progress. And then we have to address any roadblocks. What's out there? You know, we did a whole case study this morning and we said, look, there's some challenges. It's not going to be easy. We've got to make sure some things are in place. And then it's to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand. There's only 5. I mean, the good news is it's only 5. The good news, there's only 5. Number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Number 2, you must understand your sales cycle. Number 3, a sales message. There's only 5 sales pillars. Think about that. 5. That's it. As a CEO with your sales department, when you have this sales meeting, which we're in right now, you only got to have 5 sales pillars. Number 3, the sales message for your number 1, number 2 product. Number 3 or 4, which we're going to go over shortly, I can't wait, is the CEO sales dashboard. We spent a whole segment on a philosophy that what gets measured gets managed, what gets managed gets better. And then, of course, the 7-figure sales team, right? And so if you're out there watching right now, we appreciate you. Thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor. You can see me, but I can't see you. And I would love to connect with you. So look right below the video, and drop me a comment. Just put hashtag I'm here or hashtag I'm here. Hashtag sales meeting. Just put that right below as a CEO. Go ahead and do that right now. Do it now. And if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for allowing us to stream into your office or your home later. We appreciate you. Go ahead and put hashtag replay. You couldn't be here at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're here every single morning, 5 days a week. We have this meeting with our sales department, you and I. This is a meeting with your sales department. Or if you're streaming on one of the platforms right now, and maybe you're on Apple TV, maybe you're on Roku, and you can't make any comments right now, that's okay. Maybe you're listening to the podcast. If that's you or you're on Amazon, drop me a note over at I am Che Brown. At I am Che Brown. At I am what? Che Brown. And let's connect. I respond to every message, and I love responding, by the way. Now, every morning, the question comes up, Che, what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? I know it's my sales department meeting, but why are people showing up? What is the purpose? How has this become what it is today? Well, number 1, the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. Now, I want to understand, you want to do it faster, quicker, different, with less effort, and that's why you show up to be in this meeting, because we have 3 big whys, and maybe this is your big whys with your sales department. When you meet with your sales department every single morning, even if it's with yourself, it's about sales growth, how we're going to grow the sales, how we're going to serve. Number 2, about accountability. you may have heard this before, and I believe it's so true. We'll often do more for others than we'll do for ourselves, and it's about accountability. I mean, consistency. How true is that? Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Why they show up? Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle with? Consistency. So that's why we have 15 minutes a day. We're going to get into some cool stuff in a minute. 15 minutes a day for you to be in this conversation. Now, there are 1,440 minutes in every day. I have the same amount of time. You have the same amount of time. Oprah Winfrey has the same amount of time. 1,440 minutes. You take 1% of your day. And maybe you meet with your sales team another 15 minutes, okay? But as a CEO, you're in this conversation 1% of your day with one outcome. And our number one outcome when you show up, we only have one. We just have one. How many one? How many one outcome? And our outcome is, how do we get to $100,000 plus a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue? And the question is, Shay, how do you do that? Seriously, what do I measure? What do I manage? What do I look at as the CEO? I need one place to go to, and we created something because it did not exist. It was a problem. And we only shared it with our private clients, but today we share it with you, and it's called the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, there's no cost for this. You can go over to ceosalesdashboard.com and download it. It's an Excel sheet. We look at 5 metrics because we believe what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So we're looking at our leads, our appointments, our offers, our deals, and our repeat business. In fact, pull it up right now. That's not it, but you should pull it up. That it? Okay, that's it right there. Now, this is the CEO dashboard. Now, you're the CEO. You meet with your sales department. That's why maybe you're listening to this call right now. This is like the pre-meeting before your meeting with your sales department. Oh, man, how cool is that? And you look at on the left-hand side. You can go download this right now, and you can fill it in while we're talking. Some of you do this every morning. Man, it's been a pleasure to hang out with you guys. Wow. It's been so long. This is great. But you look on the left-hand side. If you're new, go across the top and find today's date. And then you come down. You look at there's leads, appointments, offers, deals, repeat business, and repeat business. And I want you to go to today's date. Now, we can focus on a lot of areas. Maybe we'll focus on leads. So some of you can customize it. You can put how many leads came into your sales department yesterday, and how many of the leads were qualified. You can even do it by product. This is an Excel sheet, so you can customize it, okay? I want to go down to one area and just do a quick check-in on one area, just one area. If you're out there right now and you're like, Shay, I'm here. I'm in this conversation. This is my year. In the comments below, go ahead and put hashtag I'm here. Just do that right now as a CEO. We're going to look at deals. Now, I want you to think about your sales department. You're meeting with your sales department. That's us. You're having a conversation. You look at this one area. You say, I'm going to look at deals, Shay. Well, let's look at this. How many deals were closed yesterday by your sales department? How many? And you can do by product if you want. Some of you have multiple products. I get it. And then how many deals were closed yesterday? Then how many deals were closed the week before? Now, the other indicators above, like how many offers were made, how many appointments were set, all that plays a factor. But I want to do a quick drill down in just the area of deals and look at pending deals. Now, I used to only look at deals that were closed, and that was a problem, because I would beat myself up if I didn't get any deals. But real quickly, I want you to hear this message. I started looking at pending deals, and pending deals means we did the work. We made the offer. They maybe made a commitment, and we want to track those a little carefully. So I said, well, how many deals are hot? That means they're going to close in the next 10 days. Now, you guys are in different industries. Some of your sales managers, some of your executives, some of your CEOs, some of your sales reps. You could do it yourself, but 0 to 10. And then I looked at how many were warm. That means maybe we just need to get the contract back. Maybe we just need to get the ACH payment. Maybe we got to update their credit card or whatever it may be. But it should happen in the next 20 days pretty easily. And then anything over 20 days, I mean, they go into the follow-up bucket. I get it. But I said, they're cool. I mean, I still got to go back. That means I got to resell them or anything. It just means we're going to have a conversation, and it might take a little while. Man, what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. But we don't stop there. We have a segment we do every morning here, and the segment here is called Celebrate Wins. And I believe that powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions their focus, and in this life, you get what you focus on. So let's ask ourselves 3 questions. Number 1, go ahead, follow me. Like, seriously, what are you most proud of yesterday in the sales department? We're not beating ourselves up. We're going to acknowledge it. What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday? Maybe you just showed up for the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm so glad you're here. And then last but not least, if I could bring you on right now, what would you want to brag about? Shit, I want to brag. I can't wait to talk about the sales department and what we accomplished yesterday. But we're going to go to the other side because we know every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. There's some hurdles. We did that case study this morning. We do every single morning. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? I'm talking about the sales department, not your life. What is preventing you today? Like today, you got some challenges. You know some things are in front of you. What's some of the challenges going to prevent you today from moving forward? And then my favorite. They're all my favorite. Wouldn't do them. But what's the one thing you can do? Like, you make the decision. You're the CEO. You're responsible for providing the sales department with the sales resources. You make that decision. The sales processes, you make that decision. And you're the one that makes the decision whether you're going to meet with the sales department and measure and manage or not. You, as the CEO, you get to make that decision. So what's the one thing you're going to do that could shift the business? It's a small step. You know, my message today is do small things well, get big results. Do small things well, get big results. What's something small you could do for the company today? Take that baby step, take that little step, and you take the step one time and you compound it. So you do small things well, you get big results. You know, small hinges, I know this is going to sound kind of crazy. Small hinges swing big doors. And I want that to sink in for a moment. So let's, maybe you want to go for the home run. That's fine. And you swing for the home run, but I want you to swing for it. Maybe it's a baseball now. You just want to get on base. You're going to just get right on base. You're going to get on another base and another base. But I want you to look at the small things that you do for your business. And it starts with the CEO Sales Huddle. With that being said, thank you so much for welcoming us into your home, into your smart device, onto your tablet. Maybe you're listening on your phone right now. Maybe right now we're on the podcast and we're in your ears and you always download and you're going to go right to the next episode. Or maybe on our streaming platform, maybe on YouTube, wherever you are right now. Thank you so much. These are remarkable times. As CEOs, these are challenges and times we may have never seen before in our life. But this, I do believe that you listening right now for the sales department, you're going to make a difference. That this is your time. This is your moment. As you're listening right now, I believe that your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. With that being said, my name hasn't changed. It's Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Make it a great day, everyone, especially for the sales department. And we'll make some good things how we connect again next time. God bless, peace, and I wish you all success. Bye-bye.